Lin Wong from the Home Affairs Department. Today with me we have representatives from other government departments and agencies. Sitting to my right is Mrs. Sarah Choi. She's from the Social Welfare Department. The Social Welfare Department looks after supplies to guests in this hotel. So in the past few days, the lunch boxes, fruits and other supplies were provided by Social Welfare Department. And to my left is Dr. Jamie Singh. She's from the Department of Health, and she can answer questions relating to health if you have any such questions. And this gentleman is Mr. Lung from the Civil Aid Service. The Civil Aid Service is a voluntary agency in Hong Kong providing service to the community. And the CAS in short, Civil Aid Service, or CAS in short, is the sort of the venue controller of the hotel. Or we have a better, more proper name.
My name is Leung City Leung, and our department has been assigned to assist in the management of this quarantine center. Our main role is to coordinate all necessary departments to help ease your situation here and to help to provide all necessity to all the guests staying here. Yes, that is our job. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Leung. And the second thing that I must apologize is because of a venue constraint. This is the biggest venue in the hotel that we can find. So I have to admit that there are not enough seats here, so I'm sorry about that. To keep the gentlemen and ladies waiting. There's some there's still a few seats, so maybe chairs. Maybe you can pick them up if necessary. So to cut it short or to be more efficient, let me introduce the purpose of the briefing this afternoon. We have received quite a number of inquiries about the service and assistance that government can provide to the guests being quarantined in this hotel. We fully understand that this quarantine has brought about tremendous inconvenience to all of you. So I have to, on behalf of the government, apologize again for all that. But I hope you can appreciate that this is what we have to do in order to protect the health not only of you but also of the community here and also the international community. Because as many of you might already be aware, the swine flu has been spreading around the world. I should not say rapidly, but it has been spreading around the world. So that's why we have to take such a drastic decision, and I'm sorry about that. So during this quarantine period, we have been trying to provide assistance and service to you as far as we can. And I'm sure there are many requests or inquiries that we have not been able to fully dealt with in the past few days. And I have to apologize for that, and I hope we will be able to do better now that we have better communication not only with you but also within the government internally. So last evening, we have distributed a note to your room, setting out some examples of the service or assistance that the government can provide, which is bilingual in both English and Chinese. And I understand that there are at least two major areas that you are very interested in or very concerned about. And these are first flight changes, and secondly the option of moving to the Lady Medical's Canal. We have received requests for the relocation quite recently. So if you agree, maybe I should first spend some time on these two areas, and then we can move on to other areas of interest or concern to you. Now first, flight changes. We have received many inquiries, and we also distributed a very short note last evening about this aspect. What the government has pledged to do yesterday at the press conference is that we will collect details about your original flight itinerary and your new flight itinerary that you would like to that you would like to request. And we have just had a meeting with the Hong Kong Tourism Board and the Travel Industry Council this morning. The Hong Kong Tourism Board has agreed to set aside a designated place with hotlines, telephone hotlines, to handle your request for flight changes. So we will be distributing later today, probably this evening, two forms. The first one is for you to set out your original flight itinerary, and the second form is for you to provide the flight that you would like to request. the earliest you can fly off from Hong Kong will be Saturday early morning or Saturday.
So you mean if there is somebody of us catching swine flu now, we are going to stay another 8 days?
Let the doctor answer your question.
Sorry.
I think the question is, suppose all of us here are fine, except for just one. So what will happen to the others? I think that's the question. Okay?
Well, I think it is a very good question, but at the present moment, I think that we need to further clarify with our medical experts. Please be patient. And because we are going to have a briefing every day, we will keep you updated about your quarantine period. I really appreciate your anxiety. Okay, I will jot down your question and just to make the question to the medical expert.
But how come you are having a briefing after 4 days we've been here and you haven't think that we are going to put this through this question?
Yes, sure, because it is a new virus. We have no such experience before.
It's slowing down. Everybody says it's not as bad as
Sure.
it is.
I know your concern. We will pay attention to your question. Okay, we will shut out the answer on this aspect. Thank you.
The gentleman over there, please. 7日係7個足嘅日，即係換言之係一日係24小時咁計。第一日 ，okay. The question was the quarantine period started at 11:53 on the 1st of May. So this gentleman was suggesting that the 1st of May should be counted as one day. But we are talking about 7 whole days or 7 24-hour periods. So that means the 1st of May is counted as day 0. And we have to count 7 days onwards or 7 24-hour periods from 11:53 p.m. on 1st of May. So the quarantine period starts at the point when this place is declared or designated as a place of quarantine, and that was at 11:53 p.m. on the 1st of May. So the 7 days period has to be counted from that point in time.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Sir?
Now, we will finish on Friday 11:30 or something. Where are we going to stay that night? That's all I want to know.
You may choose to stay here for one more, well, because that will be very late in the night.
We will be charged for that night or not?
We are working on that. We will discuss with the hotel and we will let you know in after shot. So you already know that. This lady?
We are 200 people here. On the Friday the 8th at 11:53, I'm sure that 200 of people will be like rushing out of the hotel. How are we going to manage all this? Are we going to get a health report so we can get home? Because we've been put in quarantine. I don't want to have quarantine in my country as well, huh? Yes.
Yeah, thank you. That's a very valid concern and question. And in fact, the Department of Health has been working on the arrangement for you towards the end of the quarantine period. As this lady has just suggested, each of you, and if I were in your shoes, definitely I will feel the same, would want to leave, maybe not all, but most of you want to leave as soon as you can, to go back to your home with your family and all that. So we will work out arrangements for you so that it will be less chaotic, I hope. And also, just received a request for health report, because when you go back to your country, maybe they will ask you for a health report, and of course you don't want to be quarantined for another 7 days or another period. a very valid concern and very understandable, and we will work on that.